another walk around I've been kind of looking forward to, just to share. It's been my dream cars, one of them. I've had many, but in high school it was really coming out for the first time, kind of shaking things up. But here we go. 94 Viper RT10. Not too many options available in 94. This one does have the only dealer installed option, which was air conditioning. Other than that, which I love to say, this is pretty much 100% stock mechanically. As far as the engine, everything like that, I'd actually replaced the original tires when I got this back in a couple months ago. Does have air conditioning, which was the only, like I mentioned, the only dealer installed option available on these. People like to talk about Vipers being squeaky and rattly and not put together very well. Well, come take this one for a drive. It doesn't squeak or rattle or anything. It feels brand new. Again, brand new tires all the way around, all four. Rears are a pain to find. I actually had to special order those. Fronts are easy. Here is, well, original spare, factory spare. Here's where it's different. Don't know how visible that will be, but it has a period correct amp, which makes me feel like this was maybe a display model for a stereo shop or something, just because like I mentioned, it's got 13,000 original miles on it. Actually not even 12.7 something, we'll see in a moment. So it obviously wasn't driven. I'm the second owner of this car. So there you go, it passed inspection, flying colors. Basically only major issue with it, there's this ding right here. I think you can see it right there. Rock must have come up and caught it prior to me owning it. This headlight doesn't want to adjust correctly, but who cares? And then the only other thing, there's a couple, oh yeah, I missed one, but there's a, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a tiny little scuff mark right here. Down here, there's a chip right here. And then something that happened when I got it, the transport company had actually slid and scraped up this right here. It's about the worst thing in the whole car. Little scratch here, I guess you'd say. Probably same transport company, just because it's, what happened is it was sitting and just kind of shifted over to the right about 1.5 inches and kind of caught the edge. Poor transport guy felt terrible, but you know, it happens. But yeah, it's under 13,000 miles. I'll jump in and show that real quick. Let me get everything shut down here. That hood I have to do two hands, so I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I got everything shut down here. Just give a quick tour in its best state. I do have the roof and the side windows. They're at home. Roof was broken at one point. It's repaired and it works fine. Just it's ugly, so I don't want to put it on. But I'll bring it at some point and put it on for, you know, for whoever, if anyone wants to buy this. All right, so hop in real quick. A few things to show you. Again, it's all stock. No, you know, no windows, locks, or anything like that. It does have DVD system. Show you that. And again, I think you can see that, 12,000 miles. Now, one thing before I started, this does have, it's a fuel relay issue that was very, very common in first-gen Vipers. The sending unit will only send a splash of fuel once a second, so it has a hard time starting, especially on a cold crank. So what you do, unless you want to replace the fuel pump, which is an option if you want, is you prime it. You turn it on, listen to the fuel pump, turn it off, turn it back on, wait for your fuel pump, do it again, and it'll fire right up. So again, nice and cold. Actually runs fine. A lot of Vipers do run hot. Oil pressure, we'll over half tank of premium fuel. I had the battery tested and checked. It's all fine. It's all good because they're a pain to get to. Here is the DVD. Funny story about that. I'll include this guy. It's the original Viper TV series, the full series, but it's in German. So, anyway, we'll include that with everything. But stereo sounds fine. It's nothing spectacular, but it sounds fine. Works fine. Just to jump out for you, shut this down. Lights. Fog lights for you. This button here is actually disconnected. I don't even know what it went to be honest. This one does work under the mirror. Again, it is practically mint condition. You'd be hard pressed to find another Viper in that condition. Clean title, never wrecked, never molested or anything like that. Everything works. There's not a, well, let me shut it off real quick. But yeah, everything works. Everything's stock. There's not a scratch on one of these wheels. This is one issue. This thing, the tab is broken off, so it likes to pop out a little bit. But who cares? You can probably put a piece of paper in there and stick it in there, but I think that covers most of the things about this. Again, not much to tell. Not many options to be had. It does have your owner's manual in there. Clean Carfax, ran the Carfax on it. Again, I'm the second registered owner to it here in Texas. It came from Idaho by ways of, it was originally purchased in Tucson, Arizona. But yeah, that's the 94 Viper RT10, first gen Viper, before they had the hardtop or anything. Let me know if you want to see anything else or have any questions about it. Okay, bye.